Welcome to Accidental Discharge.
People on crack, they
Yeah.
do very crazy shit.
Yeah.
My friend that was on crack, or is
I
on
was.
crack,
Oh, it is, okay.
I don't know which crack
Maybe
he's
it's a
still on.
recovered. Maybe it's a covered
What do you
crack
mean? I don't know
addict.
which crack
He might be a recovering crack
Right.
addict. But no, he pretty much told me how he had like a studio,
Yeah.
and he was
Everything.
Sold everything.
he kept on giving up all his
Yeah, and I hear like
personal
friends.
possessions. Then one of his friends left a Michael Kors watch that
Mad.
his mom bought for him,
Oof.
and he traded the watch
Of course.
Yeah,
for the crack.
everything.
Everything.
But here it's also like quite pricey here in Nigeria.
Crack? No, crack is free.
Is there a price
No,
list or
I mean,
something?
not free, but as good as.
Is it like what? 15K for like a gram?
How do you know?
No,
My guy-
'cause I
my
told
guy
you.
has
I
black
spoke
market
to someone who
prices.
just told me she got off it.
Black market price?
He has the
Huh?
black market price.
No, she told me.
That's what I said, there's a price list floating around.
Yeah, so like, 'cause I was like, I mean, crack is like cheap, like abroad, like cheap, like you just buy it, but like you buy a lot, you're always doing it. But like she was like, no, like here it's like it's expensive. Like they pay like 15K for like a gram, like you just keep going back. So you're like literally
But
spending
That's
all
why
your
there's
money
no
selling
crack
shit.
addict.
chasing the white
No.
rabbit now.
Yeah.
You know that first hit.
rabbit.
Yeah.
It will take you places. I heard.
Heaven.
Yeah,
Hell.
I heard.
Hell.
No, it is.
Exactly what she
I
said.
heard.
Everyone
Because
says that your
you
first
keep
high
on-
is the high that
you-
you keep.
That
You
high,
can never
that's what
catch that
chasing the white
first high.
rabbit. So
And
you
she
keep
said,
on
like,
chasing that high.
She started it with a boyfriend who like, was like into it. So like, and the guy literally used it to like control her.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Like every time she wants, he would like make her do like crazy, stupid shit, and like she would just do it because like
stand on your
you
head.
started. Don't worry. You just do it because it's like I want that crack, like, and the guy will get.
I know a guy in Giddy who basically, what his story is that they were like these two babes, and basically they were really hot, but they were now crackheads. So all he would do is if they wanted to take crack, this is what they do. It's such a sad story, but he'd put the crack on the table. They would now go for the crack. Then he just lifts their dress off and starts smashing, and they don't care.
That's
Like
mad.
that's how addictive they are in their psychosis
Yeah.
of the crack. Like they don't care what you do with. I was
You're not
like,
feeling
bro,
it
that's crazy.
anyway.
And
They don't care.
They
They
don't
don't
Crack,
care.
even
like,
care.
the high is
feeling it.
like what, like 5-10 minutes, and like you.
Apparently, there's a
Come
guy
back.
on YouTube who,
And it's like you want
for
it again.
science,
For science,
for science, he goes about
doing drugs.
testing. Yeah.
And he's not an
basically
addict.
drugs. No, he's not an addict. He just goes around. He does shrooms.
I mean, he's not an addict.
And
when-
then he
he's
does reviews.
not an addict when he's recording on
Supposedly,
YouTube.
yeah, supposedly not an
When he's
addict.
recording on YouTube, he's okay.
Oh,
He
Right.
does reviews. He does reviews.
What a life.
What?
He does reviews.
That's
It's
the job
YouTube,
right
fam.
That is actually a
You
beautiful
can't,
life.
it's only his family members and friends that will know.
It's YouTube. No. He records. He actually records. He locks himself in the room, and he takes the drugs and he records everything.
Does he record
so
where
that
he
when
gets it from?
wakes up,
I'm just asking.
hello people, hello viewers. This is Esosa.
Wow. Hi.
Welcome Esosa to
Come.
Accidental
Thank you.
Discharge.
Come.
Behave yourself.
We also have listeners.
Viewers and listeners.
Viewers and listeners.
There you go.
Esosa with the sauce.
Wow.
It's so sweet.
It's
sad
so
with
sweet
the
with sauce.
It is another Friday in Nigeria.
You know what's so funny? Because
What?
the last episode you did say another Friday because it wasn't Friday.
It was Sunday, yeah?
Yeah,
Cool stuff. Continue.
of course, man.
Every day is
I'm on
Friday
point.
for him.
But it's another Friday in Nigeria. The first Friday that has occurred, that has come, where the first Friday where it has come that we have the coronavirus.
COVID.
19.
COVID.
Dash 19.
The Corvinus virus.
Does anyone really care to call it COVID?
I actually like it. Sounds sophisticated.
COVID.
COVID.
No, I think they did that because
Sounds like someone's
of the beer, the Corona beer. Apparently, people have stopped drinking Corona beer because
ignorant,
Yes, the
ignorant,
stocks and
ignorant
currency.
Americans.
ignorance.
Ignorant Americans.
Americans are not ignorant.
Pardonnez-moi.
Ignorant Americans. Like someone woke up and
It's
told
just-
them.
that
So
wasn't
someone probably told that select group that if you drink that beer, you're gonna get the virus. And they're like, oh,
For them to
yeah.
record declining sales, it must have been a very, very select group.
Yeah.
It
Very
must
sad.
have been a very, very
I was
select
supposed
group.
to go to Lagos, but I can't go to Lagos anymore.
I mean, you can't.
No, I can't.
There are flights that are still running,
Yeah, but those flights are flying Corona. So
Reggie, it's not as bad
So
as
sorry.
you
Really
guys
not
make
that
it
bad.
out.
Of course,
You
I
know they sweep the planes, right? And they do all the.
How's that?
Disinfect-
How does
and
that?
disinfect
What do you mean? Not
airports.
enough?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Wait, wait,
Not enough.
They disinfect the airport and the planes.
Not
And,
I don't think they disinfect the airports.
of course they do.
Not enough.
I actually saw a picture of. Well, okay, that was it.
Have
Right.
you guys seen?
That
Have
was
you guys
not-
seen the
That
video?
was
Of,
not in Nigeria.
have you
I'm
guys seen the
sorry.
video of Naomi Campbell taking care of her space in the plane before she gets on?
No.
Yo,
Shout out to OCD.
it's not OCD because
The germ
eventually she wiped the fuck out of her first class place before she sat down. And apparently, I watched another
Wiped with
video.
what?
Wet wipes, disinfectants,
Well, they don't
everything.
actually clean those.
By
They don't
herself
clean it.
They
or her
actually don't
assistant?
clean it.
By herself.
Oh.
I mean, by herself.
I'm sorry, I just imagine that we come doing like work.
She would do
Yo,
it.
it was like
Naomi Campbell's a very
Yeah, she would
hardworking
do it.
woman. Please show respect to a very beautiful woman in the world. Thank you very much. Shout out Naomi
besides,
Campbell.
she's
I'm just the guy that just like thinks you're hot. It's alright. Keep it moving.
Like
Kobe
to Naomi Campbell.
Kobe, a very, very fast shot.
Very
very fast
long
shot.
The only reason why it's fast is because she's not coming to Nigeria again because we have coronavirus. That's all. Thank you very
It's
much.
only one case.
The
and it
coronavirus
wasn't
in
a
her own
Nigerian.
country.
Yes, but
There's
I mean,
still hope.
there's more quarantine there than there is here.
Yeah.
But shout out to the health services here that actually
Picked up on it?
picked up on it, found the guy, quarantined him. Patient zero has been caught. He's Italian. The racist country of Italy that really actually doesn't like black people were the ones that brought it to Nigeria, our shores and all. But we keep it moving. God bless Italy, all the same. We wish Italy all the same, yeah. And then, how do you guys feel about North Korea? Because that is a real that's apparently,
right up Tara's
apparently,
Captain Awesome street.
apparently, North Korea is, they are.
Shout out Kim
They are
Jong-un.
living the life.
Don't shout out no
Shout out
Kim
Kim
Jong.
Jong-un.
Kim Jong.
They
Kim.
are about that
Kim
life.
Jong- that is crazy.
You guys are about to do
It's
this
a
again.
rumor,
So, it's
but
not a rumor,
it's something
true.
they
No,
will
it's not.
do.
It's a rumor.
It was carried like even in
I mean,
UK the
no,
Sun.
no.
A
It's
couple
a
of
rumor.
weeks ago,
It's
we
still a
said
rumor.
No, I
a couple
think
of
it's
weeks ago
confirmed.
we said Russia was banishing their people to Siberia.
Who
The
came
said
up with that?
I don't know who said that.
yeah, no,
Who said that?
Was that? But that's
You
not
said
true.
that?
it's there in the news. Russia said
okay.
their coronavirus quarantine is going to be in Siberia,
Oh, okay.
and then North Korea was like, "I got you," and they are shooting people.
They're not only. Apparently, they're not
No,
only.
what you?
Okay, they shot
They shot
again.
one person.
Okay, but they are not only shooting the
Yes.
person. They're not even using a pistol. They're using an
Anti-aircraft
anti-aircraft
gun.
like
Eh,
gun.
it's testing now.
Hey, I didn't see that in the news, but whatever, right?
It's a rumor, but then the rumor went that far.
Yeah.
The room, so
And
I
it's
think-
something your
I
guy
think
Kim
that-
Jong would do.
I think that part is the rumor about what they are using. I think he
Please,
just
Kim
shot the guy.
Jong Un, please don't.
I think he was just shot, and he deserves to be shot. I'm sorry.
Who, the coronavirus
The
patient?
guy, yeah.
Because he left
Why?
and he went to a
Because-
public space.
Oh, yeah, they say he was trying
left
to escape,
quarantine.
right?
Yeah.
He thought I was trying to escape. He just went. He just wanted to be in public.
A public
So-
bathhouse or something?
Yes, he went to use the public bathhouse. Why?
Knowing that he had it.
Yes. So what's happening in North Korea now is that anyone that's flown in from China, I think this year or something, they've quarantined them in one place. They've kept
Yeah.
everyone in one place. This guy,
Yeah, which I heard is that I also heard that the conditions of where they're keeping them is
It's terrible.
terrible.
it might not be great now.
No, no, no.
It's a
But why would he
makeshift
leave
now.
to a
This is
bathhouse
This is
and
just
not
happened
anywhere
now.
else?
We are caught up in a situation. You have to put people somewhere.
Yep.
Right? I'm sure, except for China, who like build the hospital for people, even that may not be great.
Yep.
It's just somewhere to keep people for now.
Right.
But you will not get up and leave. That you want to go and
Oh
be
no,
amongst
obviously,
other
no. I
people.
take that. Obviously, I
And that's
agree.
what he did. He went to infect other people.
But how did you get through all those guards?
Who knows? Maybe
Nobody
he
really
bribed
wants to.
someone.
Nobody
catch
was
something
guarding
that-
Like,
him?
maybe they were dodging
So
him.
how is that
Maybe he was
quarantine?
threatening. Dude, we don't know. But the point that he left, and on coming back, he caught him and shot him.
And a bathhouse of all places to go.
Exactly. It's terrible. That guy.
Yeah,
that
'cause
guy
you know
is
they're
very bad.
defi-
That,
the
that
thing
guy
is-
himself is very bad.
Yeah, the thing is that
And
obviously
deserves to
there's
die.
some very. I don't know. Is it
Yeah.
mal? Is it
Miss
ma-
Con,
is
what would you,
malicious?
Miss Con, what do you think you should have done
Malicious,
to
yeah.
him?
Shut up.
No, Miss Con don't. Miss Con thinks that shooting him is like extreme. What should they have done?
Take
Yeah,
him
maybe
back
they
to
don't-
quarantine.
They should have
Right.
done- yeah,
Quarantine,
Arrest
no.
him, put him back in quarantine.
Oh, then other people now feel they can go out to have public baths whenever they like.
And then heavily guard him.
Or the guards
So he
of the
won't leave
quarantine.
again. That's what I'm
That's where it
saying.
is.
Okay,
That's
they
where
should
the
all be
That's what I'm
problem
shot.
is
saying.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, see, people
They
need,
should,
How
including
did he
the guy.
escape? Is their
people
security
need-
was not tight
people
enough?
need detail. That's what we did. How do you know how he escaped? Maybe at night he scaled the fence. We don't
Was
know.
it really an escape?
How did
Or
Michael
he just
Schofield
leave?
escape 3 prisons?
Tyrant.
We don't
the
know.
fuck?
He
we
doesn't
know
know
the
why he
fuck.
had
What do you say?
coronavirus.
Whatever. Yeah, but like,
I still haven't seen Prison. I still haven't seen Prison Break.
Wait.
don't do that. People, yeah,
What?
It's actually.
Yeah, I still haven't seen.
Don't
Prison
bother
Break.
seeing it because
Not even season 1.
that was
I saw a guy.
that was the only good.
I
scene.
haven't
Excuse
seen
me,
it
hello.
either, so it's okay.
I saw a guy tattooed
Yeah.
with
With
things on his
prison-
back
yeah.
to get out of
And
prison.
you were like, nah.
Like, come
On his
on.
whole body.
The show was already enough. It was called Prison Break. I think I got the point.
No,
I got the
dude.
point.
Season 1 of Prison Break is untouchable.
No,
Okay.
no, it's not
Never
untouchable.
seen it, so-
It's untouchable.
like a-
Apparently, it's not.
It's like a
that's
7/10.
Have you seen it?
Yes.
Okay.
And-
7/10.
It's good that
Tare.
it's good that you didn't
You can't
bother because
argue with him.
from there
Why
it
can't I
went
argue
down.
with Tare?
It went down.
Tare is a liar. Tare loves Trump. He's a liar.
This guy
That's
just-
why you can argue him, right?
This guy just
Yes.
told you the premise. Like the guy had tattoos all over his body,
It was called
including
Prison
his
Break.
back to break out of his.
And then all of
I
a
mean, it's
sudden,
so
he was the
obvious.
hottest
Just
man
the-
on television.
Yeah, just the
You know,
premise.
everything
Just the premise really doesn't make sense. But it was a good show.
The plot is
the
just
first
obvious.
season was a good show, granted. But after that, it was shit.
Wasn't there like an episode? I'm joking. Like there was an episode where apparently he had a cut, and so therefore he couldn't now like tell where something was. That shit was killing me.
See, right?
Yo, I was
I'm-
dying.
I'm telling you, like it was
Right?
me
Am I
too,
lying? Wasn't there a place
No,
where he got
defend it
injured?
now,
And
defend
There's
it.
the place where he got injured, right? And then all of a sudden they had a problem.
Right, and that's not
That
the
is, like,
stupidest thing that
ridiculous.
happened. It's not even the stupidest thing that happened. Even
Yeah.
in that season 1, don't bother yourself. Don't even no defend it now. Prison Break.
Speaking of
broke
Prison
out.
Break,
I feel upset.
speaking of
yeah.
Prison Break, how do
Nah.
You're alright.
Off camera, we are going to fight.
Are you and Raju fight?
do you feel like
There's going
becoming
to be a
a
fight.
terrorist by any chance,
So that I can go and school in the UK.
or anywhere?
You know that might be lucrative right now.
No, I'm not.
It sounded very
Because of
lucrative.
Brexit.
I feel like a lot of a good number of them die before they are repentant.
Really?
I don't know. I don't know if I might be among those that will die.
No, all you have to do is go
all
and
you
say
have
that
to
you
do
are a terrorist and that
And
you've
I'm
been with
repentant. I don't
you're
want
repentant and
That's
you.
not how it works.
That is how
Yes,
it
it
happens. That
is.
is.
Come
Tare, there's a
on.
premise.
about?
Tare,
Oh my
Tare,
God.
Tare,
That
Tare,
That is
Tare,
exactly
wait.
what they said.
Tare,
If you feel,
Tare, chill.
if you feel
Tare,
like
chill.
you've been,
There's a premise. There's a premise. It started with the Niger Delta militants, yes?
No, forget that.
No, this is not forget.
Forget
This
it.
is not a matter you
I'm
forget
saying-
about
no, I'm
that.
saying to get this
Because
scholarship,
it's
all I have to
clearly-
do is go there and say.
Of course, no,
I used to
we're
be-
just pissing around. But
Don't
honestly,
scare me now.
if
No, we
Nigerian
discussed that
Delta
last time now.
militants
We know.
are going to bomb pipelines and you're going to tell them, okay, go to Malaysia and school, full scholarship, everything. Boko Haram is going to come through and be like, yeah, scholarship, help us. Why not?
No, I get.
And then you give them money, train them abroad, of which the irony is that Boko Haram is saying
They don't want Western education.
no to
No,
education.
but they are still training
and then
them
you
abroad.
want to give them
Western
Western
education.
education.
more Western, as in the most Western education.
but this
To
ones
come
are
back.
Like giving them
repentant
a
now.
scholarship.
These ones are repentant. They no longer be this. So this is the extent to they've seen their their repentation, their repent.
Their repentance.
Their repentance.
Their
is
repentability.
Is how do you say it? It's one. Their repentability
Their
is
repentance,
100 because now they are going to the foreign land for the foreign education. So that shows you how repentant. In fact, these are the most repentant Boko Haram people. I tell you, honest to God, because for them to now say we really now actually believe
Tare.
in foreign education,
Tare.
we are going there.
So,
shout out,
okay, so
shout out
we're going to
repentant Boko
spend-
Haram members. Shout out.
No,
Shout
no.
out, man.
On shout out that shout out.
On
please.
shout
It's
out.
your shout out. It's
On
my
shout out that
It's my
shout out.
Take
and I
our shout
Because
out.
Tare, okay, you see that situation.
Yeah.
So you're going to be sparing a gabillion
It's your Gabillion.
monies.
It's your Gabillion money.
Who's
the
Gabillion money?
The Gabillion monies I'm talking about is because there's also a story about a soldier who killed 4 other soldiers and then shot himself. Clearly PTSD. Do you not think that Gabillion monies
Like
should be
Gabillion
spent
On
on?
helping.
Because nobody's talking about PTSD. Nobody's talking about helping the military men. Nobody's talking about the serving military men. Nobody's talking about it.
Nigerians, we give ourselves a very huge disservice thinking that everybody should just be strong. And
Everybody's fine. Everybody's fine.
Like,
It's
we are
cultural.
the happiest country on the
think
planet.
about the
Cultural.
way, just look at the way like Americans did psychoanalysis, everything. We just look at you and say you're fine. Niggas, like, they went through a whole system of defining the kind of characters of serial killers, rapists, everything. What your
Profiling,
whole
right.
psychological. Here,
You're listening to Accidental Discharge.
Everybody
you
Yaba
are,
left.
you are,
okay.
you are mad.
Everybody-
saying
You
are-
vex small. Yaba
yes.
left.
You are from here. Your village people are doing you.
Small
What
vex.
is the, because we're not really willing
Right.
to just take time and invest
in
in
the
the
work,
human
the
mind
research.
of our own selves, and so therefore we are in trouble. Trouble.
I think
In
We don't
America,
collect
where
data
soldiers
either.
that go to war come back with all different kind of
And Hollywood will make
Right.
movies about them.
mental situations. Then you want to imagine someone that's been in
Sambisa.
forest with sand that's like, and then you now come back.
Oh, it's not
there's no
forest,
light.
it's
how
a
you?
desert.
How you? It's terrible.
desert,
and then I saw some. I saw some video today where some personnel were doing like jumps, doing all these and like
Drills.
small drills and
Drills.
stuff. And I was like, we
Obstacle
don't even have a
course.
skyscraper or like buildings higher than like
So
10
where are you
feet,
jumping from?
10-story. So where are you jumping in the forest? All of it's just in case. Let's be realistic. All these things are for sure, and they're not even talking to us properly. But you know, it is what it is.
Did you see the House of Reps member that was threatening to resign? He's from Borno constituency.
Yeah, yes.
He was saying he got the intel.
Over this.
Yeah, over the recent bombing
Okay.
where they bombed the EYN church.
Okay.
He got the intel. He was in Delta State on a retreat. He got the intel. He called the necessary authorities, told them, yo, these people said they are coming through to bomb so and so place. Help my people. The people left the area. Boko Haram people showed up, laid ambush. Military men came through, seized their weapons because they laid an ambush. I don't know about the numbers of people killed. Seized 2 gun trucks and left.
And also had contracts of their own already.
They had 11
They
gun
are
trucks.
well
That's
funded.
actually
Well funded.
11 gun trucks.
They have better equipment than.
They got 2 gun trucks from the civilian JTF and the Nigerian military, collected them and left. And what he was trying to say was the military base, whatever they call it, they just went, formed the fortress, and they are waiting for Boko Haram to come and attack them. It doesn't sound like Boko Haram MO. Because they will tell you, okay, we're coming to this community. And then they will show up.
Clearly, there's an inside
They are not
man
going
somewhere.
to stand up and attack the military base. Yeah? So the civilians are basically cannon fodder. Anything.
What I think is that
Bait.
I think there's a high chance we're heavily underestimating like the intelligence, because I think they're thinking about men in the desert, but they're underestimating the intelligence of
Guerrilla
terrorists.
It's guerrilla warfare.
Within.
We're talking about like people that can, like, you know how used to America noticed, like maybe you say like the KGB infiltration and things.
That's what I'm
There are
saying.
people that probably
Within.
within this government
Of course.
that are definitely giving up. Look at the
Even
time when they were
civilians.
sending money, when they were sending the soldiers all their money. How did they know that the truck
the
was
one they
going
went
there?
and
they collected all the
collected the
soldiers'
money.
money. The money, what did they use the money to do? Apparently, the money was like 100 million. How are you even transporting 100 million in cash to soldiers? That was basically a delivery to Boko Haram to go and do something.
It's
That's what I'm
guerrilla
saying.
warfare. You don't fight guerrilla warfare like how you fight regular war. It's different.
Tactical.
It's why America lost the war in Vietnam. Because it was guerrilla warfare. You don't fight it the same way.
You don't fight it the same way.
It's different.
But let's leave Boko Corona.
Let's leave bad news. Do we have good news?
Do we have good news? Yes. Women in Gombe boil sanitary pads and drink them to get high.
That's good news.
That's not good news. That's not good news.
Next.
That's not good news.
Why not?
Delete.
Next.
Is it bad?
Who knows?
That's women.
There are chemicals in those sanitary pads. So
Yes, they're like taking.
How do they know?
drinking their essence?
what do you mean? How do they know? Clearly they know somehow.
How? How do you know that boiling a sanitary pad?
How
going
did they
to make
make
you
the
high?
sanitary pad?
Someone
in the
discovers
first
it now. Like, how did they discover?
But
other
why
things
would
that
you
they
boil
have?
In the first place.
Right. Unless you're trying to clean it. You
You
know?
just happen to drink.
And then you just
are
happen
going
to
down a
get
very
attracted.
dark
No, but I'm
corridor right now. Pick your words wisely.
because you're a man. Well, listen, it's because they wanted to experiment and see how they can recycle. You know, women, we are smart, so they wanted to see how they could recycle, you know, their sanitary pads. And then somebody probably just got curious, like we women are,
Sniffed the
and
boiled
sniffed it,
pad.
and then took a little sip, and then they got high, and now here we are.
This is how viruses are created.
Meanwhile, these are used sanitary pads.
Yes.
I was
Why are you
talking about
speaking there?
sanitary pads. Shout out Scotland for making women's sanitary pads and everything free for all
Finally.
the women. Shout
what?
out Scotland, my
which women?
adopted. Every
All
woman.
women?
Why
Yeah,
is that
all women.
biased? That's not the same.
It's not the same thing. Shout out Scotland, my adopted
Do we
country.
want to have
Yeah,
this
shout out to
conversation?
Apart from
Scotland.
Canada. Shout out Scotland.
In all honesty, sanitary pads should be free.
They should be.
it
They're
should
very
be.
expensive.
But then I also was like, I was really like sad about something today because like I realized that obviously with this whole sorry to bring back the whole matter of coronavirus, but it was like now that coronavirus is here, things for safety of coronavirus has gone up. You would think that the world would be so interested in itself that they would make it
Right.
cheaper and
Right,
stuff,
right,
but
right.
you know, capitalism is really a motherfucker.
I mean, capitalize on
Nigerian
everything.
capitalism.
No, I'm
No,
sure
it's
all
global.
over,
It's global.
Yeah, but that's economics.
Like the
now.
masks, everything.
Scarcity.
The price.
Economics.
Yeah,
Price-
that's true.
I understand, but goddamn, this is
Demand
like
goes up,
this is
price-
a life. This
price
could be a
goes up.
life-changing event, man.
Yeah,
Very much
for
so.
the producers of masks.
Although
Right.
I heard that there are like 20 vaccines in trial stages that might be potential, but you know, they say all those things to help us,
And
you
it's
know,
not
calm down.
chloroquine.
You've seen it in the movies anyway, where they tell you all that good stuff while we know what's really happening. What?
It's not chloroquine. They said it's not
They
chloroquine.
said,
chloroquine.
they said Africans are fine because they take chloroquine.
That's
and chloroquine
mad.
cures
but
coronavirus.
But is there
But they-
one
they- they-
confirmed? Is there one
Yeah,
confirmed
they said
case
they've been
of an
testing-
African who has had it?
No, it's not about that. No, but they said people that have it, they've been testing, using chloroquine to test treating them.
Worst off,
It's amongst one of the
worst
things that
off,
they're using.
which is what I
And it's
also
been
heard
showing-
was
it's been
that
showing some promise.
worst off, which I also heard. Man, I'm so sorry to be on this topic like this though, but you can have it, be cured, and get
And
it
it'll go
again.
back.
So like the flu.
Yeah, so yeah,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, but then I
Like
mean,
the common cold.
what my fear is
Like
that
almost
Like
any
the
other,
common
like
cold.
almost any other
Like
day,
a
but what I-
fever.
yeah, like a
that's,
fever, yeah.
that's why I feel is different is because it's like, okay, does it deplete your system? Then what happens if it comes back again to that?
So it's
same
like
system?
stronger.
Yeah, like what your system might be less, and then
Yeah.
so that's
And then
a bit
it's a
different.
zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, it's a zombie apocalypse. And
It's
apparently,
it's what? It's
Yeah.
zombie apocalypse.
It's Raj what?
Zombie accomplice.
It's a zombie accomplice?
Yeah.
No.
Apocalypse.
No, accomplice. But
There's no zombie apocalypse
Zombie
or
apocalypse.
accomplice.
Do you know that Liverpool might not win the title if coronavirus is
Amen.
The Olympics might not happen.
breaking news? Liverpool would not be guaranteed.
That's true.
Liverpool would not be guaranteed Premier League title if the government orders sports events to be cancelled to combat the spread of coronavirus.
This might
That
be a
is
good
deep.
thing.
Sorry, Liverpool
That
fans.
is crazy.
This might be a very, very good thing.
That's crazy.
I love it.
Why?
It
Absolutely
would be so
love it.
wild. That would be
You're
the
not a
wildest thing
Liverpool
on
fan.
the planet.
No, clearly not. Do you know how unbearable
Are you
they
an
are?
Arsenal fan?
No, I'm a Chelsea fan.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Shocking.
Yeah, but let's keep it exclusive. Fuck Liverpool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Strong feelings.
How do you feel about the housewife who is going
Fuck
facing
Liverpool,
trial
man.
for marrying 2 husbands?
Oh, in Kano.
Yeah.
That's hypocrisy, isn't it? Isn't
Yeah.
that hypocrisy central?
At its peak.
At its peak. Because, I mean, if you think Kano, you think man with many wives.
20 wives.
If they put that
And then
woman,
now you're talking woman with plenty husbands and suddenly
Each.
While I think it's unfair, right?
pick your words.
While I think it's
wisely.
unfair
Okay, you said unfair.
While I
Terry
think
has
it's
feelings.
unfair,
Slightly.
how do I say it? Like, on my opinion, right? Legally,
I was just about to
Is it
ask,
right
what
or
is the
wrong?
law?
what is
Right.
the law?
What is the law that she is following?
Which of
Exactly.
the laws?
That's what I'm asking.
don't-
Is she
whatever
following Sharia law? Is it
Whether
is it
it's Sharia law, whether it's
Right.
even Nigerian law, what's the law? You're not a woman in most countries in the world actually are not allowed to have more than one husband.
Right. Do we have a law against polyandry in Nigeria?
There is a
Apparently, maybe women are just not allowed to enjoy themselves.
yeah, no, that's what I said. So
to
it
that
might be
extent,
unfair, but that's not the
But
point,
that's not
right?
the legal
Right?
ramification.
What
The legal
what the
ramifications
law
are
say
being-
about
the
it,
legal
right?
ram- the legal ramifications clearly show that women are not being allowed to enjoy themselves as men are.
I
And
agree.
therefore,
So
let's not let's
Agreed.
not always say what law, because man made law.
True.
So
But
we're not gonna.
Clarification, man made law.
Exactly.
Like, not the race, the gender.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's a-
I just wanted to clarify
And
that.
that is why I'm saying that it is unfair,
Okay.
because we are the ones that are deciding, or they are the ones that are deciding that
Right.
the woman is doing something wrong when they are marrying. There was a man. How many? We were just talking about the man that made 4 women stand up and say, "Hey, look at all my wives. I'm a strong man." So why is she not a strong woman? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Hey,
Yeah, I remember that.
Hey,
day.
shorty,
No.
she was doing
And it could
good.
be actually economical beneficial for her, because economically beneficial for her if she has 2 husbands. You never know.
Exactly. Why doesn't? I mean, there's nothing
I
wrong,
don't
man. You know, switch the game a little bit.
The
Let's get back.
husbands know each
I'll
other.
be
The
disowning.
husbands know about the situation.
yeah,
And they are fine with it.
that's not the
So-
point. But is he breaking the law?
So is
That's the
he?
question.
Are the husbands
Don't-
getting
he's
in
gonna
trouble
go the
for
way
it
that
too?
You don't want to.
No, because
Yeah,
you
Tyra
are
is going
because
to
you
go
are
down
saying
that
what?
path.
What did you read? Read what you said again. Read what you said again. She's facing what? Trial.
But why aren't the men
Yes.
facing the same trial too?
He's not. Doesn't want to understand what I'm saying. I'm saying that obviously you're using law, but I'm saying these laws
So,
were
but-
written
but
by
Agreed,
man.
no problem. So I started off by saying that it's unfair, in my
Yes.
opinion.
Yes.
Right?
And so, but I'm not going
but
to.
there's
Yeah,
no-
I don't
but
want to
I can't
agree
take my
with the.
opinion to court.
But I don't want to agree with the law that says that she's not.
But you have
allowed.
no choice. It's the law.
I don't have a choice clearly, but
So
in
when
the
you say
same
you don't
op-
want to agree,
because it is still not.
You can still disagree with
can
the
still
law.
agree, still disagree with the law, my guy.
Slavery was legal.
I mean,
Some of us think that weed should be illegal or legal, right?
Right.
you say what?
Weed should be legal or illegal.
Yes.
Which one do you think?
What I think it should be legal.
Okay, so
But
the
the
law
law
doesn't
is-
agree.
But right now it's illegal.
Oh,
So,
my
so
guy.
if I'm in court or if I'm taken to trial, I'm not going to say, oh, because I believe that it should be illegal, then don't arrest me.
There is precedent that it is happening in other places. There are other
I
people.
get
There,
what
there
you're
are
saying,
other,
but
there are other
at the same
countries
time-
where no. See, yeah,
Are we
because
just arguing for arguing's
hold
sake?
on. There are other countries where we.
When did I start off what I was saying?
I understand.
In your
It's unfair.
opinion.
Yes.
It's in my
It's
opinion.
unfair.
But I cannot take that to court. She's in court.
But why are they
And
not
I
in
don't-
court too?
yeah, I
Because
don't-
they
Who-
also participated in
Oh yeah, so like
Her
no,
conglomerate
but, yeah,
or
so I
whatever.
don't know. No, but I think the law is. I think you are the one committing the crime if you have more than one husband.
got it.
Yeah. So
We
I
are not
don't-
committing a crime when you have more than 2 wives, right?
But that's not.
No.
I get
No,
what he's saying.
right,
That's not the
because
law.
that's not the law.
But it's not fair. The law is not fair, and that's just what it
Yeah,
is. They gotta get
exactly.
rid of that law.
Which we've all said. So there's no.
And so therefore, I'm not going to take the point of the law. I don't want to hear about that. I'm just pointing on the fact of the unfairity itself.
So the humanity of it all.
That's a new one.
The unfairity.
Unfairity.
that's
Unfairity
a
is
very
one.
new one.
You're welcome.
Very-
You're welcome.
Thank you, thank you
you
Raj.
very much.
We did the hero we didn't know we needed.
Yes.
Unfairity.
We didn't
Captain
know. Now we know.
Unfairity.
Wow. So Sosa with the sauce.
Sir.
Welcome to ACDI.
Thank you. You have welcomed me already.
No.
He's going further.
We're going further. Yeah. Wait.
I thought
Don't
you
say it
were
like that.
asking something. I should say it like that.
Yes. No.
Or
What
you're not going
happened?
further.
Further than what
We're going
exactly?
further. It's the tone.
Or the tone.
It's the tone. How do you do? Welcome to our show.
Thank you.
AJ,
Would you like to?
Nope.
tell us.
Just a ghost.
How do you feel about Ghost dying at the hands of his son?
What?
Okay, so I haven't watched the final season of Power.
I don't know. what
I
happened either, I
shouldn't
was
be
joking.
on social
And-
media because of
And
it.
you just brought it to her.
So thank you.
Thank you.
I actually don't know that happened. Was that what happened?
That's actually
So
what
why did you
happened.
say it?
I don't know. I was just saying it because that was the rumor.
Raj, you actually spelled
How can it be a
spelled it to me.
rumor? about a TV show that people are watching.
Wait, did that actually
Because I don't
happen?
know.
I mean, you might as well tell me now, because I'm being
No, I
disappointed.
don't know. I haven't seen
I don't
it.
know how
I haven't
funny
watched.
this is
I haven't
today.
watched the last season.
Because I don't know, but Tare is confirming that.
No, I have
Oh
no
my
idea.
God.
I just
And
made it
Raj
up.
doesn't know.
Because you said you were a ghost.
So you
Raj
actually
doesn't
spoke-
know.
No, I don't watch. I didn't watch Power. I don't
This
watch
is
Power.
Tare.
Mad.
Yeah,
I
I'll
don't
do it.
know.
I'll just make it up for you.
Captain Awesome.
I don't watch Power, so I have no idea. I think they support it.
Yeah.
You're listening to Accidental Discharge.
Well,
Let
we'll
me-
see.
Let me give you a scenario.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, are we not going to confirm?
I have a
Okay,
friend.
we're not
Like I have a
confirming.
friend one time. Yeah.
One
And this is a
time.
relationship thing.
Oh, okay.
More relationshipy.
I'm listening.
So he took a girl out to eat. Obviously, they have a history of knowing themselves.
This
Yeah.
friend.
This friend.
This friend.
Biblical knowing,
Yeah, rude.
A history of knowing themselves. Huh?
like they're having sex.
They have a history of knowing themselves.
Knowing
You say no,
themselves
you-
how?
Yeah, exactly.
Like dating, whatever. Like knowing
So
themselves.
they,
You mean?
Why is he
why are
going
you
to sex?
speaking in
Biblical
biblical
terms.
terms?
Why are you guys?
Biblical
You guys
terms.
put
Why
my
is he
guy.
saying sex?
And
Yeah,
Jacob
have you
knew
friends?
They
Sarah.
have a history of dating.
Okay.
Okay.
Abraham knew Sarah.
Yeah, exactly. Biblical
Biblical terms.
Thank you. Biblically.
And then she conceived.
All right. So they have a history of knowing. They have a history of knowing themselves and dating.
Okay,
So
alright.
one day,
And
obviously,
dating, okay.
one day he took her out.
Okay.
Was this before or after the knowing?
During the knowing. now.
Oh, during the.
So
the knowledge
they
of it
they went to somewhere to go get some food and stuff.
Alright.
And
An angel came.
he played a game. He just decided to play a game with her, yeah,
Okay.
where he did not have his wallet.
A game.
Again.
Just
You shouldn't
Carry
play
on.
games.
just the vibe.
This
You-
is
you
the,
play
is this
games when
the,
you're annoying.
okay.
You see
Time
this
out
thing,
before
yeah?
we continue. Is this the first date?
No, they've
Okay.
been
This is a
knowing.
history of
And
knowing
okay.
themselves, which means that he is generally taken her out and been the one to pull her
Has
out
he
and
played
take
this
her.
game before?
This is the first time he's
With
ever
her or with
having
other
it.
people?
Just
Has he
Sir?
played the game with her?
No, with her.
Can
Okay,
you guys
no.
allow
This is the
Raj
first
to
time-
answer?
Sorry, we need context.
that
You're
he's-
going to eat
No,
together.
they have a history of knowing themselves, so they have been
Been
going
Right,
out
okay.
and done all this.
Okay,
And
before
so
you
this is-
continue,
yeah,
have you played this game with her in that history?
no.
It's not
Okay.
him.
Carry
his
on.
friend.
So,
Oh, sorry. Your
oh
friend.
me. Oh, you guys think it's me?
No, she
Oh,
thought
okay.
she thought it was you.
Hey, please, hey, what are you doing? Go on, please get me one. Get me one. Get me one. That's what I'm saying. Get me one.
Alcohol.
You have no choice but go and get me
It's
one.
not
That's
even
what
the
I'm saying.
alcohol.
We move
It
forward.
doesn't
We're
like
moving.
you drank
Hey,
the
don't,
Coke.
It's the
don't.
Coke.
Just get me one. So now as we move, just get me one. So as we were saying,
Okay.
They know it.
they're knowing.
Mm-hmm.
They're there. He's like, oh, I forgot my card. She trips.
Were you laughing?
She goes, I'm not
It's
there.
not him.
Oh, I was not there. No, it's
Oh,
not
sorry.
him.
Was your friend laughing when he said that?
He was just like testing something. He was like,
Oh,
oh,
okay,
I don't
okay,
have
so
my
he was
card. Please,
testing
can
her.
you can
Okay.
you pay?
Okay.
And she freaked out.
When
Like
was
she went berserk.
Yes.
Like how can you?
Forgot your weed.
If someone has taken you on many
Wait,
dates,
pause. No. Let's not just shoot. How was the bill paid eventually? Did he find his card?
he had his card.
I know.
But
Did
he
he eventually
tricked
bring the card out?
It was just a moment of vibe.
Okay,
like,
so
you
then
know,
after
just,
she-
oh,
Really, like just messing.
Yeah, you were
yes.
just messing with her. Okay.
Yes.
So after she did all of that flamboyance or whatever, did you actually pay after? Did your friend?
Oh, you guys really think it's me?
Did your
No,
friend
but it's
actually
just
pay
her.
afterwards?
Okay.
She's the only one.
Of course he paid afterward. His plan
Okay.
was never to not pay.
Not pay.
Okay.
He
Was
was
it
just-
awkward after that?
Of course it would be awkward
Okay.
after that.
I don't know. I know. Maybe.
I know, but like,
It's not
Okay.
him.
I didn't say you now.
You did.
no, she's saying it's me, but it's definitely not me, so I'm fine with that.
I don't
but,
think she's
you know.
doing it.
Okay, I just want to put yourself in the scenario.
She's
So
not doing it
just for
intentionally.
Oh, no,
just
no,
for
no, no, no.
cohesiveness.
So
we can
then,
put you-
like,
okay.
obviously, she now, like, you know, pretty much flipped out.
Okay.
And then it was a shocker to him because it's like, we've been going out.
Right.
So why would you
Flip out
not
this
be
one
able
time.
to, even
Right.
if, like, the situation occurred,
Right.
why would you, how do you see, I'm sorry, like, do you think that's like,
I don't think she should have reacted that way, but you have established a trend.
of
Your
spending?
friend has established a trend
Of spending.
on her.
Uh-huh.
Right. So when you establish that trend, you create an expectation.
To always pay.
Not necessarily to always
Yes,
pay,
that's-
but
that's what it sounds
okay,
like.
fine, to always pay. I agree with you there, to always pay, right? But if you did you also invite her out? Did you say, hey, let's go out? Let me take you out, baby.
No, I
Sorry,
wouldn't know.
you know what? At this point, I'm just going to accept that it's him, and then we'll just,
Okay.
we'll
That's-
just
that's
negate
fine.
it later
No, that's
on because
fine.
it's just easier for me to think that way.
Alright.
Like it's you because I'm right here. You know, we're
So I look like the kind of person.
Yeah,
that would
yeah,
be
yeah,
spending.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Big spender.
big spender.
Right.
Big daddy.
Check my OnlyFans to give me the money back.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Shout out to OnlyFans.
So I'm just gonna say you,
Uh-huh.
but did you invite her out to say, hey, let's
I don't
go
know
out?
the
Okay,
history
You
so
don't
of
know.
I don't
So
know.
these are factors
he
that you
invited-
have to consider.
So
Do
it
you think
mattered
you-
if he invited.
Yes,
Okay.
it definitely matters. If he kept saying, "Hey, let's go out. I want to take you out. I want to take you out," then of course she's gonna say he's taking me out.
Yeah.
You understand? So I think in that respect, she would have that expectation of, oh, he's going to pay, especially if there's a trend and he's done that
But
constantly.
if he said he forgot his card, why would you switch?
I know. I think she's already said that she shouldn't have.
she shouldn't have
reacted
switched
like
like
that.
that, and I think the reaction
Would you call
is
that a
what-
red flag?
Yeah, you know. So
That's what I want to know. Would you call that a red flag? On the
I
one
would call
time
it
you
a red flag.
let's say you've taken somebody out 5
Yeah.
times now,
Yeah.
and then one time you just don't have your card, or you're
Right.
playing the game, you don't have your
Right.
card, and then you're like, okay, I don't have it. Then the
Right.
person that you take out on a date, which you've probably spent numerous times on,
Right.
now flips out because you're just in a situation where you forgot your card. While you actually do that, you just like.
What makes you think
men
that she
actually
brought
play
money
the-
on that date?
Huh?
What makes you think that she
See,
brought money
see,
on that
there-
date? Too?
That's not the. She didn't say she didn't have money. Now she flipped out.
Right.
Yes.
That's
So-
a whole
Okay,
different
so what was
situation.
she
Wait,
saying when
yeah.
she flipped out? We don't know the details of that.
So there are a lot of details.
she
How
flipped
did
out.
she flip out?
She
You know,
she was like
those are details that you have to.
Yeah, no. So
she went all bank.
yeah, there are lots of things.
Yeah, exactly. Like insulted him as well.
There are lots
wow,
of things. There are lots of things that we don't know that make it
There are a
hard
lot
to,
of
like,
factors. Yeah.
to look at it one side
Yeah,
or the other.
yeah.
Clearly, she shouldn't have flipped out. But was she flipping out like, oh, I don't have cash also? Now you're embarrassing us. Like, why would you have brought us out and not make sure you had your...
No, she just genuinely was like.
It's
Oh,
like
that's what I'm
this,
saying.
right?
So because we don't know, so that's what I'm saying. So there are lots of things. Two, for the guy in the first place to be testing her,
Testing.
it means that he's probably also seen things about her in that respect.
And women also pick up on tests,
right?
just
It's
so
probably-
y'all know.
So,
Nah, I don't think she's not.
but really, you shouldn't. You also really shouldn't test people. But I think that
Sometimes
I think he just needed confirmation on something that he.
do you think you shouldn't
before.
test people sometimes?
I think you should let things naturally
Yeah, I don't
happen.
think you should test people.
But it's akin to like a
That is
mouse.
really. I don't.
like let's say you have a mouse.
That's not true.
Because,
Funny enough.
because in
That's
life,
not true.
Because in life, you
Not testing.
mouse to
Sometimes
in
you have
life
to know where you.
pass, in life you pass or you fail. Sometimes people may fail. Doesn't mean that they're not perfect. They're not right for you. They just have failed that test, and they can learn from it and move on, right? So,
What is the
but you
reaction
just-
to the test?
Then that
that's
means
what
it's
I say, but like the
habitual.
reaction, we don't
could be
know the
habitual.
You could
context.
just. There are better ways to come and say, "Oh,
yeah, of
nah,"
course.
or you should have
True.
said. You don't come in blast.
But this is what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say.
but
yeah?
we also
Yeah.
don't know what the character of that
That's
person is.
what I'm gonna say because she
There's
could
a
be
lot
one of
things
those
we
people that
don't
easily
know
gets
that we
embarrassed.
can't-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, if she also didn't have cash, and now it's like an embarrassing situation, she can be upset. Because like she said, if you asked me, let's go out, we're now out, you now didn't bring your wallet, you didn't bring your card, I didn't bring anything.
Yeah, I'll be washing
we will now be
dishes.
here looking at each other, they will now be asking us
That's
questions.
actually-
we will
that's
now
actually
be
End of the night.
we'll now,
A team bonding.
yeah, we'll now be calling
Team bonding.
Yeah, but what if she didn't come out dressed to wash
Think, I was
plates,
about to say she's
right?
washing the plates in heels in the
No,
back
I get
kitchen.
you. I get you. So like there are ways around
Wash the
it.
plates
In a
nonetheless.
$1,000
There are ways around it. But like if you are dating
As a team.
if you are dating someone that's already very volatile, then she's gonna lash out.
I guess.
Right? And that's who she is.
But before that's why men, you have to pick good women. That's all I'm saying. You have to
Yes,
pick them.
definitely.
You
you
have
have
to
to
pick
you have to
them
understand.
No,
who
you have to
pick.
pick right women. You have to
You have to
definitely.
understand who
That's
you pick.
but
Volatile women
part
are not
of-
bad
that's-
women.
That's
Then
part of picking
they have their
the
benefits
women,
when
you
they're
have to understand,
volatile.
you
But
know.
like you have to know who you pick.
Right.
Like when you pick a volatile woman, you're not going to do that thing to her in public.
You're gonna pick
because-
that type of woman and then go
because
and test her.
it's going to be an explosion, right?
Right.
It's,
You know
it's
who
going to
you
be an
pick.
explosion. Yeah, there are some women who maybe will even pay, and when you live there, it's
Right.
even worse.
But
What will happen?
why did he need
Yeah,
to test
yeah. The
her?
women who will be
Explain.
calm, they'll be like, no problem.
Explain,
Bring
Tara.
whatever. They'll give you.
Why
they'll be
though?
quiet.
What was the what was the
wait,
motivation for him testing her?
Yeah, so
Did
must
he
have-
see something
it
in her
was just-
character
he must
that
have
he
seen
needed
something
to?
before.
That's
yeah,
what I'm
I think-
saying.
In the end of the day, sometimes I think people like even I think girlfriends do it to their boyfriends where you just
No, of course,
try
women-
some
women
crazy
test-
shit to see
women
how he
test
will
men
react.
more than men test
So
men.
you're on a date, you're just saying, I don't have my card. Just play. Like it's just play. You just want to see the
Was he
reaction. I'm
smiling?
just
Was
joking.
he-
Like you don't understand. It's not like I'm really trying to tell you to pay. And if you probably pay, probably I even saying the money. It's just jokes, vibes. Forget it. It might seem like an expensive joke in the end of the day,
Again-
but at the same time,
Yeah.
and you just know that people generally actually, as much as you want
Okay,
to
so
sit
if-
here and say
so
that
if-
people don't actually testing someone is wrong, a lot of people do it in relationships
No, of
or
course.
getting to know
It's still
themselves.
wrong.
course.
No, it's definitely
Just
wrong.
ask questions.
People
But,
can do it,
yeah.
but yeah. No, but that was it. So okay, so he wasn't
Nothing wrong
really
with
testing her.
talking.
He was just messing with her.
It was
Yeah,
just
okay,
a
so
game of
that's
play,
fine.
which
Yeah,
is what
okay, so I get
which
that.
is what
But
took
then-
it left. Like
Right.
wow.
Yeah, but
why-
that brings us back to knowing who you're with.
or finding
because-
out.
because-
no.
because
finding out who
But
you're
I
with.
think
Well,
how did you
well,
know who
okay,
you were
yeah.
with and you've gone on so many dates?
So many, yeah, like you've been knowing.
You know?
Yeah, but when
you've
you
been
see,
knowing her, you haven't
yeah, but
seen-
you see, you've been knowing her. And
When you were knowing her,
no,
this is sound signs of
Hold
it.
on. First of all, you see,
were knowing
you've
her
been
too
you've been
much.
knowing her.
She didn't try and tell you.
But
No,
possibly-
no, to the
but
left,
what
to
if
the
possibly?
left.
No.
Hold
but
it there, hold it there. She didn't do, no, okay, you wouldn't
What
do
if
that.
what if possibly you've been knowing her, but now that you brought financial,
Come, what's going on?
You've been knowing her and everything is fine because all the time you've probably been knowing her.
Yeah, you've been the big man in town.
Exactly. So then when that shit
I
just
get you, yeah.
shit just flips like that. You tend, I think in financial situations sometimes you tend to find out who you're really dealing with.
No, true, and
'Cause money talks.
The thing
And
is that-
ladies,
the thing
make
that
sure you take your money with you when you go
the
out.
thing
on
is,
dates.
lots of times, guys, like you said, guys set this precedence. Because I've had someone talk to me about this before, and I was like, well, if you as the guy, you've always shown that position of, yeah, I'll always spend. Yeah, I got the money, I'll do it. She's going to get used to that. She's going to get used to that. That is your pattern. That is how you are. You would always spend. So the day that you don't spend, it's going to be like, hey, did I offend you?
And vice
What's
versa.
wrong? What's the problem? You know, so yeah,
think
exactly,
that's
and
why-
vice versa. So even when it's the guy, and this was the situation that was the girl who usually like spent
Right.
on the guy, and then she now started feeling somehow. But like that's what you said.
You're listening to Accidental Discharge.
Okay.
Aren't you-
I have a party tomorrow.
Sounds a little boring
Sounds
there.
like yeah, he kind of
Sounds like you problem.
You gotta get a life right
We
now.
Someone
we
invited
haven't
me.
let Sosa
And she will talk now.
again.
She doesn't. She's
You're
no.
really
I don't
into
need to talk
Susan.
right
Yeah,
now.
I mean,
She's
not,
actually
not yet.
I don't need to talk.
Oh
No,
She's
no, no.
Are you FBI? Are you CIA?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not any of the...
Yeah,
Suicide
that's what they
rate.
would say.
Three-
That's what
three-
they would
Are you a
say.
fan of
Three
That's what they
letters.
would say. That's what they would say.
No.
Of course,
Sammy Sosa?
I preferred Sammy Sosa to the other
Sammy
guy.
Sosa?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sammy Sosa's.
It was
Yeah.
Sammy Sosa.
Not
Baseball?
and-
Yeah,
Love
baseball,
Sosa. Okay.
Baseball.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
the
yeah,
other guy.
yeah. What do you guys think?
What's the guy? The other guy, the white
Andy,
guy.
The white guy, yeah.
Oh,
damn it.
Drew Gehrig.
No, no,
What?
no, no.
Damn, let's ask the internet.
Roger.
I should know this.
Okay, no, that's
No.
You should know
I
this.
come
man.
from the baseball.
I actually know this,
capital
but
of
I
the
don't
world.
remember his name right now.
Yeah,
And he was
which
a
one?
home run slugger.
Yeah,
man.
that's what we
For
say.
the
Sammy
Angels.
But then Sosa
Jesus
came through.
Christ.
Sosa.
It was
Sosa.
Sammy Sosa versus this other guy. When they were having
White
home
guy with a
runs.
beard.
Ask me
Yeah.
about
I
American
see his
football.
face.
Oh
but
my
I can't
God,
remember.
Mark
can't
Maguire.
Yes,
Mark
him.
Maguire.
Jerry
yeah.
Maguire.
No,
Mark Maguire.
Mac
says-
Maguire.
Yeah, the internet
Said
gives you
Mac.
all the answers. Shout out Google, man. I love Google.
So
man. I think- Google.
I was more
please-
Barry Bonds.
Please
Though.
give me a job.
Ken Griffey.
Barry Bonds.
Oh, Ken Griffin.
What? You want to
So
say the
flamboyant,
steroids? You want to say the,
Of course.
the
You
doping?
see, I didn't even have to
the
say
doping.
it. I didn't even
yes.
have to say
Look,
it.
doping cannot necessarily make you hit the ball.
True that.
It makes only your body.
Yeah.
It fixes it heals
may,
your
it may
body.
increase
So is
your,
it
your
right?
power, right?
Huh?
It may increase
Is it
your,
right?
It's questionable.
It's
Not that it's right.
Dude, I don't think there's-
Questionable.
I don't
This
think there's
guy
any
said-
Everybody
sport without
deserves
These
an
guys-
even
These guys
platform.
say they want to do dope Olympics.
Oh yeah,
That's
oh
what I'm saying.
yeah.
Even
When-
platform, so everybody
Yeah,
at the
exactly,
Olympics will be
yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
I endorse it.
You endorse?
I endorse it.
Dope
Yeah.
Olympics.
Of course, the
Yeah.
dope Olympics. The
I
dope
endorse
Olympics
it.
will be
But
so
it has to be
dope.
an even platform.
So everyone doing the same drug.
Yes.
No, 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 no.
Everybody
do you mean
dope
no?
to the maximum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
on
know
the
who
same
can
drug.
dope the most.
Not the same drug.
What?
Not the same drug.
The
Cocaine, crack,
The,
and
People the same
the competition
exam.
is not who can do
Whether
the
they
most
pass or
drugs.
not.
It's who can perform best on
Yes.
whatever drugs is possible.
exactly.
No, but like
No,
that-
no, it's
but then
possible.
not
They have to
equal.
all have the same amount
that's
of
the
drugs,
same-
Nah,
the same
that's
type
still
of drugs.
regulating.
No, yes, now,
That's
but
irregular.
But then
regulating.
what's the point?
The point is, let's see how far the human condition
yes,
Yeah.
now,
can
so
get
all of
to
you, all of
with
you
the
take-
maximum
No, that's
think
not, I don't
amount
endorse that.
of doping.
I take back
You
my
take your endorsement
yes.
back. We refuse.
I take
Wow.
it back.
Hold on, now wait.
Because if it's not
You
even
guys are
and not
cheating the
fair,
doping.
then
I
what's
agree
the
with
point?
you.
But
Yeah,
no,
what's
no.
the point
How
of
is it
the
unfair?
doping?
They all
If
take
it's not even
Doping
Yeah, but
is
fair.
meaning
They all have to take the
the
same
sports.
amount.
Are they going to be playing sports, or is the nature of the thing
How much drugs you can take? That's their own game.
So who's
That is
going
also-
to set
that
the
is one of
standard
them.
That's
of the dope?
You will.
Who will set the
That
standard
is
of the
also
dope?
one of the games. How much cocaine?
How
can you
much
sniff?
cocaine can you take?
Okay.
That's one of the
okay.
games.
Oh, I thought it was an actual like running track.
Yeah, you
thing.
can also run
That's-
track.
Run tracks.
the honest truth that
If you decide you want to run tracks now, you run tracks now.
At 10 a.m., you have an ounce of cocaine.
the only way
You
you
go
can work
there.
you
I
can't
still
win
take back
medals. You
my
have winning money.
endorsement. This is not what I signed
Because
up
you have
for.
to go
Those
back
guys
to
are
No.
broke, man. They're
No,
like,
when you win, you get the Escobar
Win
bag.
what?
You get the
Win what?
Huh?
When you win
Yeah,
When you
to
win the
money.
race.
You're listening to Accidental Discharge.
He's a liar.
That was
That's
his
a
fault.
long
Who told him to
entrance.
carry that?
no, forget about the outfit, but this is the whole Black History thing that he did.
He claims the outfit is what cost him the fight.
Yeah, who cares about it? People always
That was
have
a
fake
long-
He's a fucking liar.
but whatever.
He should just agree
but
that
actually
he's not.
was-
He
Should
should just agree that he's not the
That
better
was like a
fighter.
10-minute
He should
ending.
just agree he's not the better fighter, and at the
No,
same
there'll
time,
be third match.
and the only
Fury will win again.
Fury will beat him except he goes and learns something.
We'll see.
Unless he goes and learns how to box.
Yeah.
Fury will
No,
beat him
in the end of the day,
again.
he still has his right hook or his right
He
jab
has
or right
a punch.
But other than that,
Fury can fight.
the Gypsy King.
Fury is actually rated the biggest heavyweight boxer
His
right
brother
now.
was on
I'm
Love
not-
Island.
I don't have a
His
preference
brother was
for
on Love
football.
Island. Isn't his boxer? Isn't his
His
brother
brother's also a boxer too.
Yeah.
And he was on Love
Tommy
Island.
Fury, yeah.
Yeah.
I just watched his fight like 3 weeks ago.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he fights like his brother basically.
So he's good.
Yeah, he's very unorthodox.
It would be nice if we get some security in the country one day and then be able to propel sports in our own country. Because clearly there are a whole bunch of homeless people who would definitely be good at running and kicking footballs and kicking and shooting basketballs. We're not all here to be lawyers, architects, dermatologists,
and lawyers.
Engineers.
and engineers. And some of us were just meant to use our physical gifts to be humans' blessing to the earth. Just like you see that some of our great athletes that have gone to other countries have propelled in success. We actually have some of the best doctors in the world. We are definitely capable of anything, but we just need our country to give us some security. King Cap, Raji, signing out. Thank you very much.
Did you practice that speech?
I am an orator, my friend. I am a good
Captain, also,
speaker.
I
You
feel-
do not
I feel like we've been
understand.
set up.
You do not
Do
understand.
you have a speech?
Do you not understand what I can do for
Wow.
my country?
Hear ye.
I feel like
You do
like
not
we should
understand what
have
I
a
can do
speech.
for my country in a
What-
speaking
Ra-
level.
Just
I
one
am
that's
a
memorized.
Raj, what
Yeah.
can you do for your country?
On a speaking level.
I can watch
On
them
a speaking level.
Say I can watch.
You can
with
watch.
beautiful English and let them know that we are supposed to be together as one.
I feel
Bring
like
Biafra back together, or not bring Biafra back together, but show a remembrance to the people of Biafra. Not bring it back together. No, I mean
No,
like
remember the
like
people,
remember them,
like
remember
the
the people.
Holocaust, for
Yes,
example.
yes. Tell the Hausas and the Christians and everybody that we're all one Nigeria and that we all need
Yes.
to be together.
Yes.
There is nothing that we
I'm
can't do
liking that.
together as a country. Thank
Preach.
you very much. You see,
Fair
I'll be that speaker, bro. Trust me, I got it.
Well, for president.
Thank you very much. Tell your children that you're supposed to be HIV positive. Woo. All right, Captain Awesome, sign out. Thank you for coming.
No,
You're welcome.
subscribe, like.
Why
Yeah.
you doing Zanku?
That's you now. That's your
What's going on with
thing.
your belly?
That's your thing.
What's going on with your belly?
It's Ibitins. That's your thing. Remember to subscribe,
Yeah,
like,
sugar daddy. You
follow.
Can I'll do it.
Bless my G.
I'm never leaving the set for you. Ever. Not in this lifetime.
Let it be, man.
Thank you for discharging with us. Please, this guy is a fucking dickhead. Remember to subscribe, like, and click the alert.
Always doing your tools like you're a
Confused
Ninja
me,
Turtle.
Is subscribe, like, wait, no, like,
It's the other way.
and click the, what? The other way?
Thank you